What is up? I don't know, that was too much. Ah, that's right. What up? It's your boy Skizzle Fresh coming to you live-ish, I guess, from a hotel room in Tempe, Arizona, down in the actually not very sunny and quite cold Valley of the Sun, because yours truly was filming Black Canyon 100K and 60K, an Air-Viper race, and a golden ticket race. I had the pleasure of hanging out at the Gloriana Mine Station pretty much all day, so I had, with the high water route that we had to go to, I had the pleasure of seeing competitors as they were coming through mile 23 or 24. And for the 100K, when they loop back around, also having the chance to catch them at the turnaround at mile 50 or 51. So got to see a lot of the action, got to hang out on some beautiful trails, got to kick it with some fantastic volunteers, and ultimately just be a part of the great energy that the golden ticket race that is Black Canyon really brings out of folks. I'll drop in some clips for you all to enjoy, because there's not much else that I got for you guys this week. It has not been a particularly crazy week of running. I've started to get a little bummed out about where my training has been for this 4-week cycle. As I mentioned in the first video for Boston training, the whole plan is to do 3 blocks of 3 quality weeks and then 1 recovery week, and just not where I hope to be coming at the end of week 4 at this point. But I had to put it in perspective. Had a lot of conversations yesterday with people at the race about how Boston training was going. People have been following the vlog, and thank you all for doing so. But you know, I kept telling people that I am at the point where I just need to readjust my expectations, really not put added pressure over a race that in many respects is not a victory lap, but a race that should be appreciated in and of itself, without necessarily having to burden myself with trying to hit a particular time standard or whatnot. Just really need to focus on putting myself in the best position to get through the race in one piece and enjoy. Oh, that's interesting outside. Put myself in the best position to enjoy the experience, get out of it in one piece, and if a great time comes with it, great. If it doesn't, also great. I think it's, having not run Boston, I think a lot of it for me is hoping that the experience feels like the one you often get at a trail race, where you just have a good community around you, everybody is super hype, everybody's there for one common purpose, and no matter what happens on the day, everybody is super stoked to have just been a part of the event. So trying to recalibrate my thinking about the race and focus on that. So I went back and pulled up my Strava training log for the 12 to 8 weeks out from OC Marathon that I did last year as my Boston qualifier. I ran at 2:57. I was on 2:53 pace or 2:52 pace for quite a bit of the race before my electrolytes kind of got messed up near the end, but still had a pretty functional race and felt good the next day in terms of walking around and not being completely beat up. So I pulled up what I did last year. 12 weeks out, I did 45.5 miles. 11 weeks out, I did 26 miles. 10 weeks out, I did 26 miles. 9 weeks out, I did 51 miles with 2 long runs comprising 28 of those miles. So really packed in a 51-mile week on 2 long runs and then a bunch of shorter efforts. So when I compare that to what I've been doing the last 4 weeks, you know, 2 40-mile weeks and 2 60-mile weeks with a little bit of a trail race thrown in there, you know, I'm not terribly far off from what I did last year. So even though from a pacing standpoint, these runs haven't been as fast or as hard as I would have probably liked to have done, and not necessarily as fast as I was doing at this point last year with the OC Marathon, I'm still putting in quality. I got a bit of the endurance there. I've got a lot of the base left over from the build up to across the years. So I think the thing for me right now is really to not put too much emphasis on time. I need to focus on effort. I need to make sure I'm putting in quality workouts. I need to focus on, if it's a day where I'm coaching and I just don't have a lot of time to run at practice, that I just run those shorter efforts a little bit harder, really dial in marathon pace or a little bit faster, just to keep the efficiency going and really just control what I can control. April 15th is going to come here faster than I'd like, and whether I like it or not, I got to be as prepared as possible. So I think with the benefit of putting everything in perspective, realizing that I'm not terribly far behind where I was at with the OC Marathon, if I really dedicate myself to doing 2 or 3 quality workouts a week and really focus on managing my time and my efforts well in the little bits that I get, then I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. So, second block of the marathon training starts tomorrow. It's really time to start hammering in on everything being at marathon pace, unless it's something super hilly, and really working in tempo threshold sort of workouts to build that red line up. So that's going to be the focus of the next 4 weeks before I start getting into overspeed work and really getting down to the nitty gritty. So 4 weeks down, 8 weeks to go. We're going to keep crushing it. Let me know how your training for your next event is going. Hit up in the comments below. And we're all in this together. Just High School Musical all over the place.
We're all in this together, and it shows.
Enjoy these clips from Black Canyon. Got a full little feature coming for you guys with the support of Derek Lytle, who is our crew guy for basically our man in charge for Black Canyon filming. Michael Carson also involved, Greg running around as well. Great team, had a great time out there, and want to give a special shout out to all the spectators and all the runners. It was a blast catching up with you guys, even if it was just saying hey, you guys yelling at me as you're running past and me yelling at you to the degree that media are allowed. So thank you again. Hope y'all enjoy these clips, and I'll catch you guys next week.
This time around, don't lose your sound.
you won't regret. We are kings of the world, and tonight is our playground. We are kings of the world, and anywhere is homebound. We are kings of the world, and tonight is our playground. We are kings of the world, and anywhere is homebound. We are kings of the world.
M.A.D. up front, Russian Souls, Mako, well, on cleanup, Bryce Harper, baby, Manny Machado, baby. I think there's only one thing that can be said right now. Let's bring us back to Sonoma 2017. Pirates of the Caribbean. What are we doing? We're catching up. If I catch up, I'll try to help you. But run conservatively. Okay, thanks, buddy.
Live your best life.